Hi everybody, welcome back. Today's video is one that I promised on how I apply the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. I apply it a little bit differently, I think, than most people, but what I have found for me with my eye texture and what I'm trying to cover and conceal, this works the best. So if you're dealing with what they call chicken skin texture underneath your eyes, I call it crepey, and you're kind of starting to get some fine lines, you're battling dark circles, deep set, things like that, then I think that my method will work wonderful for you. So stick around and we'll get into this. So to start off, I have already applied my foundation, so that part is finished. So now we're going to take our Shape Tape. I'm in the shade here, of course, medium, which is generally my normal shade in just about everything. And you got this huge fat wand here, one dip in, and I'm just going to place this, and I kind of drag and sweep it a little bit, not all the way up to my eye, but coming in that inner corner there, and then sweeping down here. And I'll go in, I won't go like all the way in, I'll just pull a little bit off the rim here. And I'll come over here and do this side as well. I'm not going all the way down here. I'm not doing much highlighting. My whole thing with concealer isn't so much as to brighten as it is to hide my dark circles. So now that that's on there, I'm gonna let this sit. Generally what I go to now is to fill in my eyebrows. It doesn't take very long because I don't have much to work with. So you wanna let it sit for probably 2-3 minutes at least. So I'm just gonna go into my eyebrows and then I'll come back and show you what's next. So I just timed it, took me 4 minutes to fill in what little bit of eyebrows I have. So this has been sitting here for 4 minutes, untouched. So now I'm going to take, this is one of the Whisper micro blending sponges. You could use like the corner of your dampened beauty blender, Real Techniques Miracle Complexion Sponge. Really doesn't matter. I just like this because it's teeny tiny, you can get in there. And these are only $3 for a 2-pack. They're fabulous. So now we're just going to go ahead and I'm going to blend, and I'm going to blend coming upward.
Familiar faces prolong the embraces.
So see, I'm blending that in an upward to bring it up to the lash line. And then of course blending it out to blend it in with my my foundation rather. And then that's blended. So you can see, like I said, 4 minutes because I timed it. I wasn't really sure how long I kept it on, to be honest, because I just always went to my eyebrows. But you have plenty of time to work with this. I would say probably up to 5 minutes. I did notice it's starting to, you know, get, if I'd waited much longer, I think it might have been a little bit more tacky, but not necessarily non-blendable, but just a little bit maybe more difficult. So it is just slightly tacky still. This kind of, it wants to set itself, I'm not gonna lie, but I do want to go ahead and set it anyway, just lightly. I'm taking the e.l.f. High Definition Under Eye Setting Powder. I'm gonna take this on this small setting brush. This is from Real Techniques, comes in one of the face kits. I'm gonna tap just a little bit on there, make sure I tap it off really well, and I'm gonna kind of pat it on and then just whisk it. And that's that. And as you can see that my under eyes are concealed greatly. Like the darkness, 90% of the darkness is gone. My eyes are very sunken in. I just have deep set eyes. So there's always just a little bit of shadow right there. So that's mostly shadow, not too much darkness. But as you can see, it brightened up everything. It sets beautifully. So I'm gonna finish the rest of my makeup and come back and give you some more info. So that in a nutshell is how I apply this concealer. As you can see, you have a lot of time to work with it. It's really fabulous. Let me tell you just a little bit about the Shape Tape. It has what's called skin-evading ingredients, shea butter, sunflower, peony, licorice root, and vitamin E. It is, of course, cruelty-free, as almost, I think, all Tarte products are. This one, it's formulated without parabens, mineral oil, phthalates, triclosans, sodium lauryl sulfate, and gluten, and of course is dermatologist tested. Huge almost gimmicky doe foot applicator on this thing, but I actually kind of like this because I can like get that whole space done relatively pretty quickly, you know, just laying down the product. So I do like that. I have, of course, the shade medium. The medium shade, I believe, is described on the website as, of course, you know, for medium skin tones with a peachy undertone. I chose that because I am covering darkness. Usually everything I get would be more of a yellow undertone because that is my natural undertone. But when you're trying to conceal darkness and circles, a peachy one is always the best. So I would suggest, if you are really not sure what color to get, that if you are hiding dark circles or any discoloration, to get one of the tones that has a peachy tone. It does come in a wide variety, and they even added some in-betweens in there, but I am in love with this stuff. I know it's not new to the market. This isn't really kind of like a review or anything. This is just how I apply the Shape Tape, but if you have not tried it yet, I say go out and give it a try. It's a pretty darn good product. This is an Ulta and Tarte website only exclusive, so you can't find this at Sephora or anywhere else. The only brick and mortar retailer or online retailer that carries it is Ulta, and then of course Tarte themselves. So again, this wasn't really a review. This was just more kind of a demo on how I apply it. But if you haven't tried it, I say go give it a try. It's an investment, but it's worth the investment because it's a really, really, really good product. So that is it. That was my video today on how I apply the Tarte Shape Tape. I want to, of course, thank you once again for spending a little bit of your time with me today. I always really do appreciate it. If you're new to my channel, make sure that before you leave that you subscribe so that you don't miss out on any of my future uploads. And I will see you all next time. Bye-bye.